welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader, and it's time to do the card pull, which I already did. We'll get into that in a second, and also tell you what I will be reading in the month of March. So I had an ambitious TBR in the month of February. I'm not mad at it. I did not deliver, and that's fine. I have a really ambitious TBR in the month of March, but it's okay because this isn't the shortest month of the year, right? Everything's gonna be good. I feel pretty confident in myself. So I filmed this already and I really was not happy with how it came out. It was just very dark last night. Didn't like the lighting, but it's the morning time now. And while I will not be pulling the cards all over again, I'm going to read you the next slides and we'll just go over what I picked. It'll be good. So let's get straight into it. You passed the tune-in exams round 2. Anko is sending you on to the preliminaries with a reward for your success in obtaining both scrolls. My player is Naruto. I can draw one less card in round 2. Preliminaries, you must fight in the preliminaries. Choose your character below to begin your match. So of course, as I said, I am Naruto. Naruto, your fight is against Kiba Akamaru. Pick 2 cards. The fight went poorly for Naruto at first. Pick 1 card. Naruto made a comeback by transforming in a layered shadow clone of Akamaru and then Kiba to confuse them both. Pick 1 card. Naruto then beat Kiba by using shadow clones to perform a new technique, the Naruto Uzumaki combo. So that's a total of 4 cards. Because I could pick 1 less card, I chose 3. Here were the cards I chose. So I chose the card Orochimaru, and the prompt is a book with girl in the title. I'm going to be reading Run Away With Me Girl. Excited. I think I got that either early this year or late last year. I'm not sure. You know, I buy too much. A book you put in a TBR video you never got to. So I actually started Fatal Fried Rice last month, and it was in one of my TBR videos. So even though I haven't made a lot, basically on page 50, I really do want to finish this, so I'm going to be using this one and a book you bought secondhand. So in my attempt to read more of my manga collection, Inuyasha. So I got this from Second & Charles for like $5.95. I will be reading this in the month of March to start my Inuyasha read through. Now, am I going to read all of Inuyasha in the month of March? No. But that's okay. I'm going to read as much as I'm feeling up to it. I did a poll on Twitter and Instagram of what next manga box set I should read in the month of March, and everyone voted for Full Metal Alchemist. So I'm not saying that I'm going to be reading all of Full Metal Alchemist in the month of March, but I'm picking up a few. Now let's get into everything else I want to read. So as I said, very ambitious, but that's okay. I can be ambitious. So we'll start with some of the manga that I plan on reading. So I have the first 2 volumes of Dan Da Dan. I really want to read volume 1 this month. I keep hearing about how good it is, so I want to just get into it. It's only 2 volumes so far. I think I should be good. I need to finish I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. This is the complete manga collection. I'm doing a decent job making my way through it. I am on page 166. So I'm a little close to the halfway mark. I need some more time, but you know, it's a bit slow, but I'm liking it so far. The thing that's throwing me off is nobody knows this character's name, the young man. They call him like quiet kid in class, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna find it interesting if we eventually find out his name in the end, but nobody seems to refer to him as his name because nobody besides the main girl really knows him personally. He's like very introverted, doesn't like to be around people. Everybody in the class like knows of him, but they don't know him like that, you know, and they're all surprised that he is friends with, of course I can't remember her name, Sakura? So he's friends with her. Everyone's confused because she's very popular. But she likes him and she wants to break him out of his shell, but she also wants him to have more fun. I'm not sure why. I started Black Torch already, so I read the first volume last night. So I want to get into this series. It's a really short series. It's already completed. I think it's 5 volumes, possibly 6 at the most. I might be like 1 volume off. here or there, but so far it's really good. I liked the first volume a lot. It was really interesting. I can't wait to see how the rest of it goes. It's got Mononoke in it, which, you know, I haven't really heard about Mononoke since Princess Mononoke. So that's really interesting. I'm liking it. Definitely action-packed so far. Sakamoto Days. I have the fourth volume here, but I'm going to read the next 3 volumes that I own. The 6th volume just recently came out, so I plan on reading volumes 4, 5, and 6 in the month of March. I plan on reading the first volume of How Do We Relationship. I'm really excited to get into this. It popped up on a GL recommendation TikTok, so I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and read this. I think I mentioned that I did want to start Berserk. I'm going to take my time. I don't think I'm going to dive right into the series and like push through the first 10 volumes. I just want to take it slow just because I've obviously got a lot going on here, but I want to dip my toe in it because I've never read it and I've also never watched Berserk before. And A School Frozen in Time. So this is only 4 volumes. As I mentioned in my last video, or at least I think I mentioned in my last video, I really want to read some of the shorter volumes that are in my collection right now. I have tons of like full series that are also ongoing, but I really need to like have a little palate cleanser with some of these shorter ones. So definitely going to be starting this in the month of March. Hopefully I start this today. It is the 1st of March, so there really is no reason why I shouldn't have that read. I'm just saying. On the Kindle, basically the same things I mentioned last time. I need to finish Lachlan's by Robert Jackson Bennett. I only made it to about 20%. I'm not super happy about that, but you know, it is what it is. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. Oh my God, I think I only read the first chapter. Just wasn't in the mood for it. You know, I had a lot of stuff going on last month, but I do plan on reading that. And then Gwen and Art Are Not in Love by Lex Croucher. So all 3 of these are NetGalley books, and I really need to work on my score because I did not get approved for one book that I really wanted. So, I need to get that girl up to 80%. I think I'm always sticking at 60. That's on me. I need to do better. In time. Connie will be getting better in time. And now to the regular novels that I want to read. So I may have mentioned this in my last video. I had wanted to read Grieving While Black, the anti-racist take on oppression and sorrow by Bricia Wade last month. I didn't get to it, but I'd really like to get to it this month. It is very short, so I don't see why I should have a problem, but you know, I say it all the time. It's under 200 pages, and I'm like, I shouldn't have a problem. Sometimes I have a problem, but because I'm a mood reader, so I do want to read this. Basically, I feel like when I get to like page 50 of any book that's short, I can keep going and I'll do a good job. I just have to get there. Same thing with like the percentage. If I get to 50%, it's smooth sailing from there. This I pulled off my shelf. I don't know if I'm going to get to it because I want to prioritize Grieving While Black, and that is Taking Back the Radical Jesus, the God Who Writes by Damon Garcia. I talked about this book last year. I saw Damon Garcia on TikTok, and I just thought, this sounded like a really interesting book. As someone who isn't religious, but obviously has an opinion on following the teachings of Christ versus being a Christian, evangelical, I like the idea of what he'll be talking about in this book. So I would like to get to this. We'll see. We'll see what happens. No promises, but it's on my radar. Next, because I got approved for the second book on NetGalley, I really need to read The Unbroken by C.L. Clark. Okay. Sometimes you just, put in a request for anything. I do that all the time, but I've had this book on my shelf for at least a year. I'm pretty sure I got this last year or the year before. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I really want to continue to read fantasy every now and then. I don't want to put it off for too long. So I really want to read this. I thought I had this as an audiobook, but I think even though I've tried to read fantasy as audiobooks, which has worked for me pretty well, I think I can read this physical copy. It might be nice to carry a physical book. I don't know. It's just weird, but I definitely want to read this. Again, heard nothing but good things, so I don't think I'll have an issue enjoying myself. In a bid to read sequels to books that I've read the first, I need to read The Merciless Ones by Namina Forna. Loved the first book. I actually kind of want to reread the first book first, but I don't really need to. I can jump right into this, but I loved the first book. I think this will be good. Haven't heard any bad things about it, so excited. And then of course I need to read something from my Book of the Month Club stash. So I'm going to read The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I got this in July of 2018. No. I'm sorry. I think this came out in July of 2018, but I probably bought this in 2020 because I definitely didn't have a Book of the Month Club subscription in 2018. So this is one of the books that's been on my shelf the longest, so I need to prioritize it. I also want to get into the third book of the Blood and Ash trilogy or series, but as I mentioned in my last video, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go keep going on with the book. We'll see how the third book ends. If I like it, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is my TBR for the month of March. It's big, but at the same time, it's me, right? Classic Connie. But yes, thank you so much for watching my video. As I said before, I know I didn't post a lot in the month of February. I promise I will do better this month. I'm just in a good place, so I think I should be good. I want to do some more vlogs for y'all, especially when I'm reading this box set. I think I really want to get into it. And some of these smaller series, I think could fit into a reading vlog pretty well. So if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. Get ready to see my haul for some of the books that I got for my birthday, because if you didn't watch my last video, I talked about towards the end how much money we raised for my book fund for my birthday that my husband will be buying for me. It was $561. So I've obviously partaken, in some book buying already, but we're going to buy some more books today as well, just online. I don't feel like going to the store. So yes, I will have a huge book haul coming for y'all every month. It's seeming like that's pretty much what's going to be on my channel. Let's be real. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's down in the description box. And y'all really need to get in on this Naruto TBR challenge. All that information is in the description box. If you ever want to do it, please feel free. I'd love to see what your cards are pulled, so on and so forth. And with that being said, have a good day. Goodbye.